The Straw Hat's number is up. Hi guys, Nerdy Perkins here, bringing you my review for One Piece episode 740, Fujitora Takes Action, the complete siege of the Straw Hats. So, this is the first episode that I've reviewed that I haven't been a super huge fan of. The first half of the episode is mostly just covering, Rebecca and Kiros' story and kind of like setting up for the conclusion of that. The one thing I did really like from this little storyline is the symbolism of the flowers, the orange and pink flower kind of throughout the episode, appearing and floating either next to each other or apart from each other. So the basics is that Kiros makes up a story about Rebecca being the descendant of another prince as opposed to himself, because he feels that as a person with a criminal record, he doesn't basically deserve to be recognized as Rebecca's father. So that's almost entirely the the first half of the episode. We also got a little bit with Sengoku and Fujitora and them all like kind of converging. One thing I do really like, and I don't think I've mentioned this before, is Fujitora's whole belief system having to do with fate and that type of thing. I think that's a really strong character trait. I think it's really original and kind of a fun thing to play with for Oda. But finally we have the Straw Hats number coming up, basically. They're no longer safe. I also just really liked all the Navy's responses to Mancherry with the little hearts, and everyone thinks she's just so adorable. I thought that was really funny. That was a fun gag. That's kind of what I liked about the episode, was the gags. I thought they were all really funny. They're all basically what was in the manga, and that's what I really liked about the manga chapter as well. So I basically covered the first half. The second half we start out with just wiped out bird that Kanjuro and Kinemon were riding. I really liked that. I think Kinemon's like awful drawing, whatever. I think it's really cool. I do like his power and how he uses it. Other than that, like, the second half was the same thing. I just really like the gags. I love the Luffy being sad and angry and tired and hungry all at the same time and wanting to hurry and find Sanji, and they're just like, listen, be one thing. Do one thing at a time. Let's not, like, freak out. And also the gag of, like, Luffy just eating the food and, like, staring at Kiros, be like, I don't agree with what you're saying, basically. And I also just love the Barto gags. Bartolomeo is one of my favorite characters of this arc. He's probably become one of my favorite characters of One Piece. He's just like the embodiment of a like One Piece fanboy, basically. Yeah, I really like him. I connect with him a lot. And I do really like his character design. I don't think I've really gotten a chance to talk about him since I started, so I just wanted to say that. And just the gag with him being like, oh, the Straw Hat's so bright. If I saw all of them, I would melt away and dissolve. So I really liked that. But overall, this episode is basically just setting up the next probably like 4 to 5 chapters, basically, of the Marines kind of trying to chase down and catch the Straw Hats before they can escape Dressrosa. And the title's a little bit like, yeah, Fujitora does take action, but we don't really see a complete siege of the Straw Hats. That'll probably be next episode, but that's beside the point. But yeah, like I said, it was an alright episode. I would give this like a 2.5 or a 3 in that area. It was just like, you know, middle of the road. I think I've mentioned this in my Dressrosa discussion, but I'm just not a super huge fan of the Rebecca Kiros storyline. I think it could have been stronger, but that's beside the point. We'll get into that a little more in the next couple episodes, I think, as it kind of, like I said, comes to its conclusion and resolves itself. But yeah, that's all I have for now. Like I said, 2.53. Like, it was just all right. If you like the video, give it a like. I'll put a annotation here so you can subscribe to my channel. I post tons of One Piece content as well as other anime manga content like My Hero Academia, and I'm going to be starting doing videos on Boruto as well as that series continues going on. You can follow me on Twitter at nerdy_Perkins, and on Instagram at nerdyperkins, no underscore in that, just all one word. Yeah, that's about it for now. Until next time, guys, stay nerdy.